Gear up, Scooter fam. Today I'm going to take a ride on the Apollo Go, and just going to use the mic from the GoPro. The video quality was kind of getting messed up between my rides when I was doing like a picture-in-picture for some reason because of the quality. So it was blurring out my...
Wait.
It was blurring out my picture on my my picture-in-picture for my commentary. So I decided to do it like this. I won't do a picture-in-picture, see if the quality turns out. Well, there won't be a picture-in-picture, so that will kind of alleviate that issue right off the bat. But take the sidewalk today for the most part. Also, not be very conducive to the sound quality of the mic, but we'll take it as it is. Also, the sidewalks tend to have a bit more tough obstacles as far as cracks and so forth than the regular street, but I just wanted to try this today on the go. I've not went this way before. When I get down here too, could have went all the way. Let's see. I like this way better, I think. It's just going to be a nice chill ride today. It's a little chilly. It's a little chilly out. Hope it doesn't affect my range that much. Seems like it's already dropped like 11% since I just got started, but that might have been a little bit of an initial drop when I first started. It was like 97%, and now it's 86%. And I've only gone almost 2 miles so far. It doesn't seem like, man, 2 miles, I covered 2 miles really quick. And I jump on the scooter and in no time I'm at 2 miles. That's like halfway there. So I don't feel like I'm halfway there. I feel like I've just barely got going, but it's a 4 mile trip each way. And I had 97% battery, or 86%. Sometimes when you first turn the battery on, when you first turn the scooter on, it can be a little misleading as to your battery percentage. I guess because you're not really going, and it just kind of, however it calculates that. So I don't expect, and considering I have a full battery, I certainly don't expect to have any issues going 8 miles on full battery by any stretch of the imagination. Of course, if I drop 11% or 2 miles, you know, we'll see. Should be fine either way. I don't believe I don't believe there'll be issues for sure. I'll probably have to charge it after this because I did take a small trip, which is why it was like at 86% right off the bat, pretty much. Dead at 2 miles, like you said. I do like the shocks in this one. Suspension is all that. Compared to the Journey Max. So you get the size, you get the portability. I know, you know, there's not a lot of control with the small handlebars and they're kind of straight, but for this kind of scooter, you know, it actually works out really well. You know, very easy to get between things and have plenty of room on the sidewalk to navigate. If you notice, on my trip to Walmart, I go by this veterinarian where I actually take my dogs, and they have some like evergreen conifers. I think they're Christmas trees, right? And they stick out past the sidewalk, which they should. I mean, hey, I don't, you know, want them to take the trees down, but for me, trying to navigate through that with my scooter is difficult. This one's a little better, but it still kind of pulls me a little bit. I kind of have to brace for it, otherwise it'll mess with my, you know, to pull the scooter side, you know. And with the Klima, it's way worse. I've actually when I won't have my mirrors, my rear view mirrors on the Klima, it completely got pushed away, so I had to stop and correct that. See, stuff like this is just way easier to maneuver. Because of very narrow handlebars and a pretty small form factor in general. Just makes it easier to deal with. Some of these little spots where there'll be, like it was earlier, where it's such a curve, you're trying to navigate on the Klima, is a little trickier. Now the Klima is really good. It's really good at navigating those small spots. As far as the issue is like in the handlebars. It's not the ability of the scooter to have the flexibility and nimbleness, agility to get through there. You know, that's really one of the just the wide handlebars, you know, when you're trying to turn and trying to get by. Let's go over here. This little wide area. Perfect for the scooters. So I've had to like put my foot down a couple times and have to make a quick maneuver to try to make sure I make the turn. It's just a little tricky to make the situation a little tricky. This is my street. wonder if I should stay on this side and turn. I've never want to go this side. Okay, we'll see how it goes. If I don't like it, I'll cross it. I've used the other side before. And there are definitely a couple of spots where the concrete separates between the sidewalk. Cracks or what have you. The biggest thing about the sidewalks is that I don't know why they're sort of designed the way they are, because it seems like they're always giving right between right where the cracks are. So it's two separate pieces, and it's very easy for one to get quite a bit higher than the other. I've had it maybe 2-3 inches easy on some of these. So the biggest thing to look out for me on a scooter, and just kind of getting used to the areas, because if you don't know and you don't see it until you come up, cause a crash, which we're trying to avoid. Those crashes suck. But the little stuff is no issue at all. The only thing about, like I said, the Journey Max having no suspension, 8.5-inch wheels, just even small bumps feel like they're gonna knock your hands off the steering handlebars. So I think I mentioned this before, but I wasn't expecting the Go, being the size that it is, only 9-inch tires, and just a little bit of suspension compared to the Puma, that it would handle these little small stuff as well as it does. But it's hard for me to tell the difference. I mean, I'm sure there is a tiny difference, but it's just highly noticeable. But see, I've got this little thing here. If I go straight, I hit the curb, so I've got to kind of maneuver a little bit. And sometimes there'll be the big cracks when you're trying to do that. At the same time, you don't know it because you're not up there yet. So far, I think this side has been a lot better. I haven't had any real crazy bumps so far. Cross my fingers, knock on wood, what have you. There's a decent one, but not. Some I actually have to, a lot of times I'll just, pull on the handlebars, try to get the front wheel up a little bit, or at least take off the pressure from it so it goes over it a little bit better. With the suspension, that just makes that much nicer. Usually I cut across that parking lot over there when I'm on that side, but I'm going to use the light up here. Just go that way. On the way back, I'm not sure. I may come this way, I may go through the neighborhoods. Wait. too. See, look at this crack right here. You didn't see that coming? Go ahead first into the curve. And there are a couple of rough spots up here too that I'm aware of. So be careful. But they were literally like nothing really. There was one that kind of jarred me a little bit, but simple stuff. I don't remember if there's one that I gotta walk over up here, or when I just have to go slow, try to maneuver. I usually don't, like I said, contend with this part of the sidewalk because I'm pulling out with that car, that SUV in front of me pulling out. That's why I usually. And now I go the back way. But of course, if I can just leave the one with today. This is the type of part coming up right here. So you don't see that issue. Right there's a little crack back there. Oh, that's a big one. Spot. So they let me pull it in, but sometimes I don't necessarily like to. We'll see. This one, I wouldn't do it that clean if it was huge. Let's take the regular way back. Interesting. Not sure what to think about this. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I just turned it on. It says 86%. It might be a little high. I didn't remember what it was when I first turned it off. But one interesting thing, so coming back this way is a little more tricky because of the rays. You can go off if you're prepared for it. It won't be too big of a deal, but you're going back the other way. Got a jump right there. I want to do this. I guess I'll go back way this time. This is usually how I go. This way, I don't remember. Sometimes go back behind there. Sometimes across the parking lot. There's a lot of path of least resistance. Parking lot can be a tad rough as well in certain spots. There. Hit that little hole. Hit that little hole. Alright, you see? Couple of those. Gotta be on your game. Gotta be on your game. What is that right there? Kind of reminds me of a little pond ball. I've seen some, I think those people riding around, a little mini bike kind of thing. About, what was it, $3-4 grand, I think. Pretty cool, but I'm not into the gasoline vehicle. It's just electric for me. If they had something like that was all electric, might be worth it. Like I said, this side is a little rougher that I recall. But since we're here, since we went the back way, I'm gonna put up with this until I get to the light. There's a little jump right there. It's definitely, doable. You just gotta pay attention. Gotta love the dogs. Right here. It's just a walking cross for that.
Wait to cross Alameda at Finley. Wait.
That works for me.
Wait.
I could rush across, but
Alameda. Walk sign is on to cross Alameda.
I'm not that much of a rebel. Coming here also is kind of tricky because you gotta make this. Luckily you got throttle control with this. I will go here just because. So versus the Journey Max, now you do get used to it. It's a little bit more jumpy. So you just got to get used to that. Adjust the way you apply the throttle. On a Klima, it's no issue. If you use that throttle correctly, the auto style throttle, it's a dream. So easy to control. Just got to move your thumb towards the inside of the throttle, right? It actually connects and pivots from to get a bit more control, and that control is insane. It's lovely. This one is a little bit more like the Klima. It's just a regular thumb throttle, and but it does not. It's slow to come on when you want it to be. You can you know, take it to the max and get pretty good acceleration. You know, brace yourself, but you know, it's not just you touch it and it takes off without you. The Journey Max can be a little more like that. I'm gonna stay over here. Let's go through here. Less things to contend with, more room to maneuver. Not by the street. %. So that makes more sense. Once they got going, you drop to 75. It's not too bad. So still should not have a problem. To the push. Definitely love having this suspension. It makes for a super nice ride, super comfortable. I'm always a little bit on edge with the Journey Max because even little bumps feel like they're gonna knock my hands off. And so, you know, you're a little bit more uptight. Once again, you do get used to it, but it's nice not to have to get used to it. Parking lot. 70%. Closing in on 2 miles on the way back, so a total 6 miles today so far. My trip may be a little over 8 miles because I am going to make another stop for my wife before I go back home. Nice ride in general though. It's a little chilly today, but with the sun, it's definitely manageable. Darkening, let's head out the window there. Not so far. Get closing on 50 miles on the go. 48, something like that. So, really should be. This shouldn't take me too long to get to 200 miles in this nice weather. I'm barely over 200 miles on the Klima because I just haven't got to ride it very much because of the weather. 2 miles doesn't take you very long. 8-10 miles a trip. I'll take that. It seems like 20 trips is a lot, but I'm already a quarter of the way there. I don't even remember taking 5 trips. I've only taken a couple. So it adds up. In no time I'll have a 200-mile review for the go. Cross going back this way.
Wait.
This side can be a little tricky. The other side can be more tricky. It's got some places that I have to walk across or go off to the side, which is still sketchy on this one. I've only done it on my Klima. If I'm on the Journey Max, I'll walk across because I don't know. It's just the tires are pretty thin and small. I just don't feel too comfortable. But one day I was on my Klima and I came up on and I forgot that you had to pretty much walk across back there. And I had to make a quick maneuver. It still was kind of like a little dip, a little dip, but it was in the grass. And so I darted over into the grass and kind of dropped my stance. And was able to navigate right through with the Klima no problem. The suspension and the big tires, relatively speaking, and it was not a problem. But on a scooter this size can make you a little nervous. Here's where we come up to some tricky parts. This helmet, man. I really like that shade. Makes it feel better because I have protection. But I don't think anyone plans to. such a ride. I got up to 25, 26. I think you guys probably see it on camera. When I first jumped out to the street there, but I did get up to 25, 26. This side is not too bad. The other side, like I said, a bit worse. This is pretty nice. This is where I get whatever speed I want for this coupon. Cut on that street and cut over, but and those tough turns, sharp turns, complicated these things. The more room you have to navigate, the better. All right, back on the road. Behind. Traffic is clear. We're on our way again. .9 miles, 50 miles. I don't even feel like I've been 50 miles. Not even close. 49.9.
17, 16. Casualty loss. Flood at 11 from.
Alright guys, I guess I'm gonna sign out. Pretty much done with my ride today.
7, 6.
If you enjoyed this content, found it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Consider joining me on Patreon, buy me a coffee, or pick up some merch. Thanks, and happy riding.